What a
All
game.
right, we're absolutely ready to go. I tell you what, I like the way that the Aussies have been just gone in, played attacking. Everything hasn't gone smoothly. We missed a couple, probably shots which we might have got on. Could have got a penalty, but it's all been positive. I've liked the way we've gone about it.
Me too. When I got in, we missed the start and we had that offside. I was worried, but we were on top.
Yep, I'm also a little bit worried about the counter attack. We seem to be a little bit clumsy, giving the ball away on the counter attack. So, we've got to brush up on that one.
What are your thoughts there, Roscoe?
Yeah, I concur. We were under siege very early. The guys just seemed to be you guys. Did you see the offside? The guy literally was doing the dandy dollar dash, and it wasn't called. But it was a great. I think it was Sainsbury did a great slide tackle which saved the goal. And then we turned momentum completely. That goal, what's his name, should have had Uric. But it bobbled. Did you see as he was about to tee off? It's hit a little clump of grass, and so that
he got a bobble, didn't he? And it's a delicate game. So if you're playing on a pitch that it looks like a cow paddock, if you're playing on a cow paddock, you got to expect a bobble. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's playing like in high school when you played up on the footy ovals in the middle of winter, and the tractor had been on the pitch, and there's like it was
the old tractor on the pitch.
It's literally time marks.
Did you hear what they were talking about? So at the stadium, right? FIFA has said no one's to go on it to keep the pitch preserved, but the bloody Hondurans have snuck in there during the week and just started training. So hence why it's dug up even worse, because they've had like their rainy things during the week, but they've been sneaking onto the pitch even though FIFA said no one is to use it. So they've completely ignored that.
Well, the other thing is if you've got to ask, why would they do that? Are they trying to lower the skill standard to drop it? Like, what's the deal? It's their home ground, it's their home advantage. Why would they want to play on a crap surface? It just doesn't make any sense to them.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of my frustrations with soccer or the world game is it just seems so unjust. And maybe it's a cultural thing for being an Aussie and our plight, but it just seems so unjust. The corruption in FIFA and Seth Blatter and the world game is corrupt.
It's corrupt.
The fact,
breaking news.
Yeah.
Scandal. What would you be saying if you were this guy right now?
I got my detractors. I don't care, mate. I'll just play the game. We just go and do what we want, mate. They can say what they want about me. They've been saying it all their lives. They left me for dead 10 years ago. Mate, I don't care. I've got a game. I've got 12 players on the pitch. We just play the game.
That was actually pretty good. I would say I'm pretty good with that. I was pretty good with that. I like my impersonations, and I can tell you, I was actually one with that one. I was waiting for the fist in the air. He gives a bit of fist in the air when we get goals.
He's really polarizing. Yeah, he's particularly the Greek community, because he's Greek. I've got friends who absolutely hate him, and they love the Socceroos. They just think he's an absolute ass. Just a really arrogant guy. Yep. Yeah, he's a polarizing guy, Ange. I've always liked him.
How long has he been coach?
Well, he was there for the last World Cup in Rio, and was he there like a year before? So is it 3 years, 4 years?
Okay.
He took over after we had the Dutchman. I can't even think of his name now. But we've had a couple of good coaches. But
He's-
this guy's
Yeah, the one
homegrown.
after Gus,
Gus Hiddink.
the one after
Gus
Hoodink. There was
Hiddink,
one.
yeah.
There was Gus. There was one in the middle, and then Ange.
I miss Gus. Looks like he's sweating it up a bit here. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
have a look at that. Looks like he's been a Derby day.
He's been under the pump, that's for sure. He's it looks like that Queensland weather up there in that one. Looks like he's been up with Jukesy. He's had the humidity get to him. He's got the that, or he's been at
Jukes is just unleashed.
that, or he's an English teacher in Japan, and he just hasn't got used to that August weather, and he's in for his first lesson of the day. And the students aren't sure what to make of Mr. Sweated Up guy who's probably been
my first July in Japan in Wakayama, I literally would go to work sopping wet, crazy. You get out of the shower and you're soaked. You put your shirt and tie on, and you are soaked.
And you'd walk into class looking like Ange there, and people would be like,
But Japanese students would have their big jackets on because the aircon would be like at minus 10 degrees. I'd get sick because I'd be sweating, and then I'd come in and be like a freezer.
Yeah. Doesn't it take a few years to get used to the conditions in Japan? By the way, how do you reckon the best way to go about playing on a bad surface? What should we do? Should we shut up shop now and just try to? I actually, to be honest, I reckon we should shut up shop and go home with a 0-0. That would be much better because it's going to be hard for them to score. The only way they look like scoring is on the counter attack. When they've got a bit of space, when we spread ourselves. Yeah, so if you want my opinion, I think we should shut up shop and just try to see out the 45 minutes.
Nah,
Ange doesn't do that though. Ange is all attack.
We've got him. We've
Ange
got
is
to
all
keep
attack.
going.
Yeah,
I mean, we have to wrestle back the momentum like we did again in the first half, where they were on top and then we pretty much dominated the half, but. I reckon if we go into ourselves,
I personally think,
I don't know.
Mate,
I haven't seen many of our games. Are we good at defending?
Mate, remember back in 2002, we had Terry Venables. As soon as they were going back in history for the Socceroos, Terry Venables had the attacking play. We were 2 goals up against Iran, and they kicked 2 goals and got us
at the MCG.
At the G. And let me tell you, we should have shut up shop then. Bought on defensive units.
We could be Ange won't. It's not in his nature, and he's kind of got the 2 fingers up yours, Alare, to that sort of stuff. So he won't do it. They'll be attacking.
Yeah, he doesn't have. He's got the Southern European in him. He doesn't have the Terry Venables in him, does he?
No, actually, Terry Venables, the more northern.
Well. Look, I would like to see
Dapper.
Yeah,
Dapper.
I
reckon he would have done well in those London clubs. Hello.
Yeah, would you see him in his soccer gear, the black and white soccer gear? He looks a bit like Georgie Best.
Georgie Best.
Georgie,
look at that down there, just the black and whites, just across there. Yeah, look at him there, down.
Yeah,
quite handsome there, holding the soccer ball.
Yeah, you can't ask him where it all went wrong, like Georgie. Yeah, he's done well.
Georgie, what did he say? Georgie said if they didn't invent beer and women didn't exist, Pele would have been the second best soccer player in the world.
For a lot of people, he still is. Like Georgie, he is literally.
Have you watched his highlights?
Yeah, he's good.
He was amazing. Amazing. Northern Ireland.
There he is.
Some of his goals were just, look at that.
He retired at the age of 27. Do you know, he could almost go in Oasis. He could almost find a place in Oasis. And
there's a touch of Wonderwall about him.
He's got a little bit of a...
What's the story, Morning Glory?
you know, it's all of those classic hits all in one. And yeah, so he was 27. He Manchester United decided to hang the boots up and take up probably a better sport, didn't he? You know.
Yeah, there's a young lady with him in bed there. Look at that. That was his post-playing career.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, that's his missus, is it?
It must be. Or someone else's kid.
Well, they're just about to come back on, lads. Should we
Sweet,
wrap
mate.
up with Georgie's best, someone else's kid, or are we gonna? Is there any? Here we go.
Yep. Okay. Just finally.
Oh, yeah. Shaking off third.
Yeah. Just finally. Don't bring Cahill on. Close up shop. This is my prediction. Don't bring Cahill on. Clean up. Just keep it 0-0 and wait till keep it all fresh for Wednesday. What do you guys think?
Cahill on.
I think a couple of Honduran hitman. A couple of Honduran hitman out of the crowd with Uzis and submachine guns, mate. Chaos.
Sweet boys, game on.
All right, lads.
See you guys.
Cahill, what minute? 75th.
67th.
67th. What about you, Walshy?
If they do bring him on, 85th.
85th.
5 minutes, just a quick run.
All right.
Have a little stab. There you go. Thanks, boys.
All right, lads.
Game breaks open with an Aussie goal in the first 5. Let's go. Come on.
Sweet, mate.
Roger
Have a good one,
Moore.
boys. Yep.
I don't know how to stop this. Hang on. End meeting. See you.